Transvaal Native Teachers Union to form the Transvaal Native Teachers Union. Changes names throughout the years. But at the year 2006, we celebrated 100 years because we have accepted the year of the launch, 1906. We had two main events. The first event was held around April, May, I don't have the exact date, in the form of a march. We organized a march. This march started at Joburg CBD around Gandhi Square. We marched along Elof Street, Riakai, the Bantu Men's Hostel, which is where the march 1944. We walked the march 1944 from the city of Johannesburg to the Bantu Men's Hostel, where teachers had a meeting, a rally, and they were addressed by their president. This march, 2006, was held on a Saturday for a reason. And the march was addressed by the then Minister of Education, the Honorable Naledi Pandor, and the then Gauteng MEC for Education, the Honorable A.G. Motshekga. Why on a Saturday? Let's talk about a strike. Those of you are reading Politics of Unions and Matters of Labor. A strike means workers are withdrawing their labor in order to hurt the employer. When you organize a strike, who's the target? Get the employer. You hit the employer where it hurts most, in the pocket. There's no production. And if there's no production, there is no income for the labor. Let's talk about teachers. When you withdraw your labor, how does it hurt the employer? Tell me. Who are the biggest victims of a strike by teachers? Learners. Are we agreed? And their parents. Because those in charge, most of the time, don't have their children attending at your school. Their children are elsewhere. This union, their slogan was the child first. That will never, as teachers, do anything that's going to hurt our own children. That's why the decision was taken. They were not happy with their salaries. We are going to embark on an action, but this action is not going to be against our own children. We want to embarrass the employer because we cannot afford clothes. We are going to put on blankets as we go to class to teach. And some of us will be barefoot because we cannot afford decent shoes. This strike became very effective. It was supported by the community of the time. But those who know history, this country, will know that in 1944, something was happening in the African National Congress. the youth, the young people of the ANC were rising up to say we want action. There was what was called the Program of Action, year 1944. So this march, many community members came and joined. What was supporter, my teacher? We are saying this thing because when people do not know, they refer to this union as a union of old cowards. Cowards. It's not true. This is a union with a rich history. A union that took a decision or they will support the liberation movement. Political organizations without joining them, but will support the programs that were there to bring about change in society. It's not a union of cowards. This union produced brave men such as Sefako, Makho, Makhato. The founding president of this union, in 1917, Ramona Alekar, is the president of the African National Congress. This union produced brave men like Uncle Zephania Mutupe. Baba Mtsibambake, the Lion of Azania. Having led this union in 1955, 30 years later, Remkwechani president, tell me, of the PAC, Pan-African Congress of Azania. It is because of this union, in case you do not know, that one of the victories by this union is annual leave for teachers. They signed it away. Cover 1990 something. It is because of this union that black women, black female teachers became entitled to maternity leave. Many of you do not know what would happen if a black teacher became pregnant. It was a dismissal. Of course, if you are pregnant, you are a black teacher, you are simply dismissed. That's why if you are in the Transvaal, you will go and teach Konata. Holoko Cape, you are dismissed Transvaal because it is because of this union. When I maternity leave, you have to join a church here. I'm saying this because, my friend, I want to challenge you and say to you, you belong to a union with a rich history, and therefore you must protect and defend the legacy of this union. Now, you have a challenge to make this union to grow every day, wherever you are. Those of you who are